In this video, I'm going to show you how to access your teacher console from your Launchpad and be able to add apps by class period. So the first thing you'll want to do once you're here in your Classlink Launchpad is at the very bottom, you'll see here you have a backpack icon, and that's your teacher console. So if you click on teacher console, it will open in a new tab here at the top. And so what you can see here now is all of your different class periods. And so when the classes come over from Texas, they automatically are given the name of the course, and that is the name that it is assigned. But great news, you can change the class name here. So like I've done here in first period, I'll show you how to do it in this Algebra 2. So I'm going to click on the class, and you'll see some information here about the class on the left, and it gives you a menu. To change the name, you can click right here and double click, and it will allow you to change the name. And so I'm going to change it to third period. And I know that this is the third period class because I can see down here in this bottom section of the menu that it has the period, the number of students, and the course ID. So you can update the name here and have that saved. You can also change the icon, and you can also select a color if you wanted a solid color instead of an icon. The next option you have here is announcements. If you want to make a class announcement specific to this class here, on the top right, you can click the megaphone, and it will give you the option to create an announcement for your students. Maybe to update them on a change in what you'll be using for your class that day, an app change. Maybe you're going to have a test coming up, or for whatever reason you'd want to make an announcement. Then the next option here is apps, and this is where you'll see the apps that are assigned to the students by roster server. So what's happened is these apps are automatically being used by your students, and you do not have the ability to delete them. You can see here they have a lock. However, on this add new app plus sign here, you can click here and it will open the app library with apps that are available to be able to assign to your students. So you can select these apps and remove them as necessary. So if you wanted your students to have access to the Epic class here, we can click Epic, and it's now added to this specific class here. It shows up right here. And so you can see that you can remove this one if you would like to, or you're done using it, or you don't want the students to have access anymore. You can also click on students here and see who's in your class. You can click on logins by day, so you can look at your students and see who logged in what day. It also gives you the ability to see how much time they spent in the app. So you can click here and see Emily had 27 minutes. You can click on the 27 minutes and it tells you she was in IXL for 27 minutes and 59 seconds. So you can check here to make sure that your students are they're completing their assignments and they're logging in. So that is Backpack Teacher Console. To get out, you can hit the X button up here, and it takes you back to your Launchpad. If you want to see your other classes, you can click here on the dashboard to the right of Teacher Console and see the rest of your classes.